Okay, Formula One fans, for your own sake, please wake up. Now, it doesn't matter who your favourite driver is, doesn't matter who you're a fan of, okay? Forget that, put that to one side. I don't care whether your favourite driver is Max Verstappen, okay? Don't care whether it's Lewis Hamilton, don't care whoever it is. I want you, in fact, ignore Formula One for a minute. Okay, I want you to ignore Formula One for a minute and answer these questions. Simple questions. Would this be a valid statement? The referee in the football match was under pressure to make sure that that game ended with a penalty shootout. Is that okay? Is that in accordance with the rules of the sport? Or, by doing such a thing, would the referee be contriving the outcome of that game? Would he be manipulating the result of that sport by ensuring that somehow that game ended in a penalty shootout? If you watch or play cricket and know anything about cricket, would this be a valid statement? The umpire was under pressure to ensure that the cricket match ended with a super over, was decided with a super over. Is that a valid statement? If the media validated what took place by using that as validation, is that valid? Or if the umpires purposefully contrive things to ensure that the game ended that way, are them umpires guilty of manipulating the sport? Are they corrupt because they have used their influence to manipulate the outcome of a match, of a sporting event? In a rugby match, would it be okay if somebody made the statement, the match referee was under pressure to ensure that the game ended in a draw so that it would go into extra time? Who is putting the pressure on the referee to make that game go into extra time? And is the referee doing his job properly if he is having to make decisions to try and impact the outcome of that game so that the outcome is a certain thing? So if none of those three examples are okay, why do fans of Formula One buy this notion that, oh, the race director was under pressure to make sure that it was a racing finish? Because we still hear this. Don't believe me? Well, you only need to look at the comment section as to what people still believe. My latest attempt at showing you all what they did to you in terms of presenting you a contrivance, a narrative, it hasn't done well on the grounds that it's a tough watch. The audio is so robotic and bitty, it's horrible. So to sit through that it's hard work. So I apologise for that. I'll try and find other ways. It's the only way I can try and show you the footage and me show you, because normally it's going to get blocked on copyright. So I have to use tracker view, but then you miss out on the visuals that they were presenting to you. And it's really key you see what they were showing you. The amount of narrative, and I didn't even pick this up on this video, the amount of narrative that diverts your attention to tyre strategy and totally away from whether or not it's viable to even resume that race is obscene. And I'll do another video fully exposing that if I can get it published. But just look at the comment section. The most recent comment is from a Max Verstappen fan. Okay, now we know we've got the resident trolls that are, there's something wrong with people whereby, let me put it this way. If I come across somebody on the internet that is saying things that I don't agree with, or I think are a load of rubbish, what I tend to do is ignore them. I am not interested in clicking on their videos. What I don't do is subscribe to their channel and then go there every day as soon as I get notified that there's a new video uploaded and leave 10 or 15 comments. That's not how I would choose to use my time. But we've got people that have subscribed to this channel that is how they conduct themselves. But they want to project me as being the strange one. But we know that we've got them, and they're here. Well, I've kept them here rather than block them to evidence that conduct. Okay, I'm telling you what I'm doing, but you'll still do it. But we've just got that many conditioned people that make this sort of comment. Now, just look at this comment. It says, "Wow, first, thanks for giving me the opportunity to watch the final lap of what was quite possibly the greatest year in F1 history." Okay, because again, they got what they wanted. They have been conditioned to believe that that style of driving was okay and you can get away with driving like that without getting penalties, because that's what they saw all year. Okay, now to your conspiracy theory, because again, people don't understand the notion of they can't get their head around this notion of people working together to achieve something that they want to achieve, people conspiring to generate something that, a mutually beneficial outcome. Let's work together to contrive an outcome that's going to be beneficial to us all. We'll all make money out of this. Okay, people don't think that exists. Okay, we're all individuals, all out for our own benefit. Nobody's going to work with each other to, so that we all make a bit of money. Okay, whatever. Because that's all it is. I'm, of course, a Verstappen fan. Have been since I first saw him race in his rookie year. Not seen talent like his since Senna and Prost graced our scenes. Right. I am, however, an F1 fan first and foremost. And here it is. Masi was under pressure that night not to end the race, never mind a championship, behind a safety car. And although mistakes were made, every single team out there had the same options. Think back to the questions I asked you at the start of this video. The questions I asked you about a football referee ensuring that the game went to penalties, went to a penalty shootout. A cricket umpire being under pressure to make sure that the cricket match went to super over. A rugby referee under pressure to make sure that the game ended in a draw so it would go into extra time. None of that's acceptable. Each one of those comes under the umbrella of match fixing, result manipulation, fraud. And yet, fans of Formula One have been conditioned, because they've been told by the sport, by its governing body, by all of the media, that Masi was under pressure that night not to end the race, never mind the championship, behind the safety car. And that's been validated. Oh, that's okay then. Yes, we can all accept that he was under pressure, and so that's why he did it. That's okay. No. That's a fraud. That's result manipulation in sport. That comes under match fixing. And he did that knowing what the outcome was highly likely to be, because of the situation that was in play at that point in time when he broke the rules to make that happen. That is fixing. Get that through your head. Get that through your head. I don't know how to wake you up any other way. How are you people going to wake up? It's madness. Just wake up. Mert didn't want to give up track position. Red Bull had a no-brainer. Easy free stop for soft. The rest is history. You can't accuse Red Bull of cheating because Mert took a gamble that the race wouldn't restart. I've seen stranger things over F1 in years. I will say this, however. If Lulu, thank you for that, hadn't knocked him off at Silverstone, right, that safety car wouldn't have made any difference. What Lulu did and how he conducted himself after the race, after putting a driver in hospital, was shocking. And I'm sure a lot of people saw him for what he is that day. So, somebody that's not willing to look at the evidence that I've provided about what took place at Silverstone, the true nature of that accident, the true nature of that crash, and how the media vilified the wrong guy and incited the hatred against him. Look at what the media is doing. Look at how it is conditioning minds. Look at how it is conditioning beliefs. Look at what it's conditioning people to accept. These are crimes that the media has conditioned minds to not even realise are crimes. How damaging is that? How damaging is it that media conditions minds to not even realise that certain things are crimes? Whose interests are media putting forward? When Kwasi Kwarteng crashed the British economy to the tune of £60 billion, every household, everybody was affected, because if you had a mortgage, it's likely that your mortgage went up. And that meant as well, if you were renting a house, then the chances are your landlord would put the rent up because it was costing him more in mortgage payments. Everybody has cost them more money. Cost of living's increased because he crashed the economy. What he did was insider trading. That's a crime. Which media have identified that as a crime? Strange what the media condition people to believe. Whose interests are they serving? Who made billions when our economy was crashed by 60 billion? Start waking up. Start seeing that this isn't just about Formula One. Wake the fuck up. This isn't about Formula One. But it's being used as an example to wake thick people up. Now wake the fuck up.